right, Chris, so this is obviously a big win for you. You remain undefeated. How does that feel to get past a real competitor in Chico?
Feels great, to get in there with a vet and show everyone I'm not a one-round wonder and go all 3 rounds with someone who's beat some tough guys in the division.
It was the first time you actually went to a decision and didn't latch on that submission win. Was there just the competitiveness that you would attribute to that, or was there just not the opportunity there?
I felt like he did everything he needed to do to not get submitted. He wasn't really trying to, make too many openings. He was waiting for me to look for something, and then he was looking for the defense once that happened. I think if he would have been a little bit more active with his getting back to his feet or squirming to get out, I would have been able to capitalize a little bit better. But he's got 3 or 4 wins in the UFC. He's 14-4 for a reason. He's a scrappy guy, and I'm glad I went in there and beat a tough guy.
It was a pretty big step up for you after your Ultimate Fighter win. There's a little bit of time there in between, but during this camp, you got to train with TJ, who's obviously having a huge moment for himself tonight against an Barral. Do you think that training alongside of him helped you really ramp up your own training?
Most definitely. The training not only with TJ, but all the other animals that are at Team Alpha Male. We got some of the top of the food chain guys that are all at the top of the division. José Benavides is number 2. Uriah is number 2, Chad is number 2, fighting for the belt, and then you got TJ fighting for the belt. So I get to train with the best guys in the world on a daily basis. So that helps me just not as a fighter progressing in my career, but it helps me as a mixed martial artist, getting better every day, improving every skill set, and just having someone to look up to and seeing what it takes to compete at that level.
Were you happy with your performance tonight?
I think as fighters we're our biggest critics, and I always look for the finish. I'm an aggressive fighter, and I'm a little mad at myself that I didn't get to finish, but I did get the win, and that's what's most important.
It was the finish more because, not getting the finish, you think just because Chico was just so defensive rather than...
Yeah, he's a vet, man. He's a scrappy guy. I think, partly that is the reason. He didn't give too many openings, but I think on my end too, I didn't open up on the stand-up. I wanted to work some things that me and Dwayne have been working on, and I think I didn't pull the trigger. I was kind of waiting for him a little bit too much, but on the ground he was real defensive, and maybe I could have opened up a little bit more, but I thought, I think I rocked him a couple times on the feet. I had some close submission attempts, and I had some good ground and pound on the ground, and showed everyone that I can fight from everywhere and fight from every position.
What are you thinking of doing to celebrate in town here tonight?
I'm going to most definitely spend some time with my mom.
Yeah.
She's always calling me or, getting mad at me because I don't talk to her enough or I don't spend enough time with her. So this is like, after fights is always the best time for me to just give my mom a big hug and for us to just kind of bond and hang out. We'll probably go see a show tomorrow.
Nice.
Go see Circus Soleil or something and just spend some family time.
Does she come out to all of your fights? And how nerve-wracking is that for her?
My mom's my biggest fan, believe it or not. My dad's the one who got me into martial arts, but my mom is the one that's like, her Instagram is MMA Mama, like she works at Burbank Airport and she just calls me every time, like I ran into Chuck Liddell, I ran into Herb Dean, and she just loves name dropping me, just telling people that, I was on the reality show and just, who I am and stuff, and it's just hilarious when I have other fighters come up to me like, man, I met your mom at Burbank Airport. So it's just kind of funny. She's my biggest fan for sure, and it's funny now, like she's learning more about the mixed martial arts game. It's like, oh, I like this guy, I like that guy, I think he's gonna win. I'm just like, Mom, what do you know about grappling and stuff? So it's definitely going to be good to spend some time with her.
Do you hear your mom in the crowd, or does she kind of sit there quietly?
Sometimes I do. You can always hear, like a call in the wild, the bear cub or something can hear their mom. So I can always kind of hear my mom a little bit. And, if it's not her, I think it's her. That's what I tell myself. But, I definitely can see her walking out, and, we can connect eyes and see each other.
Is there anybody that you're looking at in the division as far as the next opponent?
I wanted to fight Bruce Leroy, but it looks like Uriah Faber is going to take care of him for me. But as far as right now, there's really no one that I'm like, gunning for or whatnot. I think Sean Shelby does a great job of matching up great fights, and I definitely have my eye out, and I know who's potentially next. But for the most part, I want a little bit of time off, spend some time with family. Not time out of the gym, but just spend some time with family, just relax a little bit, and and get back in the gym right away.
Just curious. Oh, sorry.
How's just training and just your general life been after? It's like, I mean, this is your official, like you're a UFC fighter now. How's everything?
Whoa.
Well, I mean, you got.
No, just kidding.
You know what I mean? Like you're not Ultimate Fighter now, but now you're in the show. Like how's life different? Training different now?
It's really not different. Only difference is, I was able to go see a dentist after 8 years of not seeing one. I paid off a couple credit cards. I'm still driving the same 2002 Honda Civic that that needs to get put away, and I need some leather seats. But I just got my Harley Davidson, which is kind of cool. I don't know how to ride it. It looked cool with a girl on the back of it, but I definitely got to get my license and kind of work that out. See if I want to sell it. See if I want to keep it. But it's a bad bike. I really like it.
So now you just stare at it in your garage, or what is it doing now?
I just got it literally 2 days before I came to Vegas, so I got to see it, take a couple pictures on it, and then throw the cover over it.
Was that the Ultimate Fighter one?
It was. I finally got it. So
okay. Must have been a real custom deal.
Right?
Yeah.
It's cool. It's definitely a nice bike.
Cool. Great. Thanks.
Well, congratulations. Thank you.
Cool. Thank you.